Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve, and today, or tonight, I don't know, they announced a new Traptrix, I want to say monster, but no, it's a trap. It's insane. It's also got me questioning, Rafflesia a little bit, but I'll get into that later. But basically, this new trap monster, which I will go ahead and get right now, is pretty insane. Let's go ahead and read it. Alright, Traptrix Holtea, which is not a bug. I don't know what that is. So, special summon this card in defense position as a normal monster. It is not treated as a trap, but activating it, it is treated as a trap. So it's basically Shade Brigadine, but wait, it has to wait a turn because it's a trap, but no, you can actually accelerate the turn it can be activated by discarding one normal trap. That is insane. So it basically, Konami wanted you to get Shade Brigadine out of your deck list, and this is a really good way to do it. Not because it has so much more synergy. It's a whole normal trap, which means it's searchable. It's a Traptrix card, which means it's searchable. And we haven't even got to its other effect, where you can banish it from the graveyard, then target one Traptrix in it, special summon it. You can only use one or the other effective turn. But this is insane. This is legitimately a really, really good card. And to demonstrate one of two examples, because I do believe this is a final card for this structure deck, I'm going to do two quick combos. One is a very simple combo involving this card, and then finally, a test hand with all the support we've been getting. So what you will need for this combo is Myrmelio, and either the new card or any whole normal trap, but to be fair, it can actually just be any normal trap, but it will end in one lettuce disruption. Yeah, one lettuce disruption. But that's fine because we're going to end on 4, arguably 5 disruptions. So let's get into it. We will start off by normal summoning Myrmelio, and we will search a whole normal trap. Let's get Delusion. Then we will link off into Sarah. Now, we will set Holtea, and then activate it by discarding that trap hole we just searched, and it special summons itself. Sarah triggers because a normal trap is activated, which allows us to summon a Traptrix from the deck, which is Dionea. And Dionea, when it's special summoned, can set a whole normal trap from our graveyard, but it'll be banished during the next end phase. But then, because a Traptrix monster effect is activated, Sarah goes ahead and sets a normal trap from the deck. And then finally, we can overlay these two into Rafflesia on summon number 5. So, this is a little deceptive because you can count 3 disruptions, but it's actually 4 because of the new support monster, and it's arguably 5 for what I'll show you in a moment. So, our opponent starts off by summoning Creme Brulee Fafnir. We'll go ahead and activate Floodgate Trap Hole. If they're actually playing Kashiras, that's an FTK. They can't play if their summon gets set and they don't have exactly one of the extenders that could counter it. And even if they do, they activate in hand, so we can just Rafflesia that. So that's down. Then they try to go for another play, we'll just banish that. And then they try to go for another play, let's say they do try to activate something in hand. We will Rafflesia, dump, detach Holtea, and then go ahead and dump Gravedigger's Trap Hole. And on one of these trapped activations, because we've used 3 disruptions, we can actually trigger Sarah to go ahead and summon the new Traptrix level 4 out of the deck. And when this is special summoned, you can target a monster your opponent controls, banish it, and then during the next standby phase, they can special summon any banished monster. So this is another disruption. A Traptrix monster triggered, so we get to set a whole normal trap, which will go with Holtea, because that's an extender for the following turn. And then finally, our opponent is thoroughly defeated, and they decide, okay, I'll set a back row, try to fight back for the following turn. We'll go ahead and banish Holtea to special summon Myrmelio, and Myrmelio will pop their back row. Which I guess is arguably a disruption. If you're actually playing against a back row deck, that's an actual disruption. But look at that. So we popped a back row, we've banished a monster, we've dealt with 2 monsters using trap holes, and we've used Rafflesia once. And all of this, Sarah cannot be attacked over because of Rafflesia. So, and this combo was completely Nibiru proof. So, this is pretty impressive for a 2-card setup. But now that all the support is revealed, let's do one final test hand with this deck. Alright, we got a random test hand, and this one is honestly pretty strange, but it's a full combo. Let's go ahead and get into it. We will start off, we'll activate Orchard and use this additional normal summon on Camp. Miserable name to pronounce, all these cards are. And then we will go ahead, activate Parallel Exceed to special summon itself, and then another copy from the deck, both as level 4 monsters. Then we will go ahead and overlay these 2 level 4s into Pingus in attack. We will go ahead and detach a material, and we will search Dionea. And then Sarah will trigger, and we will go ahead and set Holtea from deck. Now, we will activate Holtea, because it was set this turn by discarding a normal trap, which special summons itself, which allows Sarah to trigger her other effect to special summon Dionea out of the deck. Wow, interesting. So now, we will go ahead and set back that whole normal trap. Next, we will overlay these 2 level 4s. Let's go Alumeris. And we will go ahead, detach to the just revive. We could revive the Camp, but we can also do the Dionea. I think I will go for Camp. And then we will overlay these 2 rank 4s into F-Zero into Draco Future. Very nice. And finally, we have not used our regular normal summon, so let's go ahead and do that. We will overlay these 2 level 4s, normal summon Dionea, special summon the other Dionea, and then I will go ahead and link these 2 plants off into Jasmine, and I will overlay these 2 level 4s into Rika Queen. We'll detach the Dionea. Because we already have a valid target prior, we can go ahead and add Dionea. Then we will use Jasmine, tribute this to special summon a plant from our deck, which I guess I'll get this one. And then, because this was sent, we can go ahead and summon an XC from our extra deck that's a plant, high rank plant, and use it as a material. So then, let's go ahead and use Galintia here. We will go ahead and set this back from our grave, and we will set another whole normal trap. And then finally, we will use Orchard to banish the Sarah, and then summon it. We will banish the Jasmine and go ahead and summon back Sarah. So during our end phase, well, I guess this Imperm is also set. This is our board. So we have F-Zero, with pretty nice. We have Rika Queen. We have Holtea. So what's interesting is I was thinking about keeping this in the graveyard, but because Sarah has a valid target, on our opponent's turn, we can just go ahead and summon this out, and that will allow us to summon the new monster, which basically turns this not trap hole into a trap hole, because you just banish whatever. And then we got 2 actual trap holes. We got Imperm, we got this, and then Dionea for the follow-up. And the field spell itself is also a follow-up because of its ability to banish, which is really cool when you consider F-Zero takes your opponent's monster to do so. So that is pretty neat. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. These are definitely some of the cards of all time. This is actually very impressive. They are definitely definitely trying to increase the power level of what a trap deck can do and can be and will do and will be. Like I said in the last video, or last Traptrix video, which honestly is really cool. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this deck now. Just very, very impressive plays. I like it a lot. Honestly, well done. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Nerflax will take your soul.